Hello, welcome to another VBA tutorial. In this one we're going to be talking about file and workbook operations. How do you open a file? How do you save a file? How do you get information about a file? And as always, you can find the code in the description below. In our first example, we're going to talk about how do you create and save a new workbook. First of all, you're going to want to create a new workbook. And I'm going to ask the user for the name of the workbook. You don't have to do it this way, but this is my preference. I'm going to ask the user, please enter a name. We want to save the file. And then we add it, or we create it, create a new one. And then what's this doing here is it's saving the file path to the same folder as my currently open Excel file. So this is the currently open Excel file, or whatever place that I'm running the macro in. And I'm saying I want to save in the same folder as here. Then I'm going to save it with the file name afterwards, and I'm going to add in the extension .xlsx. Could do xlsm or whatever extension you choose, but this is my preference. We run this by pressing F5. Enter file name. Let's call this test newly created file. Now it's saved it, and now let's check that it actually saved correctly. If we go to oops. Yeah, there we go. Test newly created file. We just made that just now, 8:52 a.m., 8:52 a.m. If we open this, you can see that there's nothing in here because we haven't actually made any code yet, but it saved it into the same folder as our file and workbook operations Excel file. So there, that's simple example number one. Example two is how do you open a file? Once again, I'm going to choose, you don't have to do it this way, but I'm going to choose to get the user to enter in the name manually. You might want to do that automatically. And then here's the line to open the file. You need the place that the file is. That's all this line is. And what I'm choosing to do is I'm doing something similar to a try and catch in Java, where I'm just saying if there's a problem in the next line, then just skip it and go to the next line, because otherwise you will get an error message if this file doesn't exist. And if there is an error, then I'm just saying tell the user that there's a problem, this file was not there. If we run this, we can see this. Press F5. Enter a file name. Let's do one that doesn't exist. Let's do, I don't know, whatever. This file, geez, doesn't exist. Correct, it doesn't exist. Alright, let's try a file that does exist. Workbooks example. Oh, maybe I spelled it wrong. It's case sensitive. There we are. We can see that we've now opened up a new worksheet. And we have here our worksheet. In order to get, when I was showing you this file extension here, you're going to need to know what this is. And if you don't know already, go to the file that you want to be opening up, and just click here, and you'll see the path to the file. So if I copy that, you can see this. That's where I got this from. It's just this path and then the name of the file. That's all that this line is. And that's how you can get the file path. Okay, that's it for that. So we've covered how to open a file. And finally, I just want to show you some of the possibilities of getting information about a file. There's tons of these. You can go online and look at a whole bunch of them. Here is just a few of them. You can count the number of worksheets that are in the workbook. You can count the number of workbooks that are open. You can count you can get the name of the workbook. You can get the file format. What is it? What type? Information about, is it password protected? You can see what format is it again. Is it an add-in? You can get the path to the workbook. You can see, is it read-only, or can you edit it? Has it been changed since the last time you saved it? And you can close it automatically. If we run this, you'll see all of this information. It's just going to print it out in message boxes. There is one worksheet in here. 2 workbooks open. It's named this. This is the file format. 51 means Excel. .xlsx. 52 is macro enabled. XLSM. And then there's a few others as well. Is it password protected? No. Send that in. This is the file path. Is it read only? No. Has it been saved? Since last site has been changed? Yes. Yeah, and then it closes it automatically, and you'll see that this is automatically closed it. We used to have it open. So there we go. We've covered how to save a new Excel file. We've covered how to open it, and we've covered how to get information from it. Hopefully this was helpful. We'll see you next time.